Welcome to episode 2 of Ideas for What to Do in Your Sketchbook when you're not sure what to do. Let's get right into today's ideas. If you find large blank spaces in your sketchbook that you'd like to fill in, you can do some of your warm-up sketches there. Obviously, you don't have to fill in all the blank spaces. As they say, music is the space between the notes. And of course, more literally speaking, space helps create composition and contrast. But if you're like me and find yourself with pages that just didn't get utilized, do your warm-ups and doodles there, whether it's faces or gesture drawings or whatever you feel like working on. The second idea is creating different iterations or iterative sketching. This is basically just making a series of designs or drawing the same thing multiple times in different ways, in different styles, or from different perspectives. Start out with a simple subject and draw as many versions of it as you can. In design work, this is usually done to help you get closer to your desired outcome, but I think it's just a good way to generally explore your own preferences and style. The next idea is what's called neurographic art. This is a type of art where you're making squiggly lines and then softening and rounding the corners where they intersect by filling them in like I demonstrate here. You can get as elaborate as you want, you can color in or not, obviously it's up to you. I think of this technique as a good way to just sort of get your hand moving, sort of like mindful scribbling. It can be really calming and meditative. Next is drawing the negative space. Drawing negative space, or the space around the object you're actually wanting to draw, can help you see things differently. Essentially, you should be drawing the same lines, but by observing the space around what you're trying to draw, it makes your brain work in a little different way and can strengthen your observation skills. As you might be able to tell, this is definitely something I need to work on myself. Then there is creating an illuminated letter. Something I used to enjoy doing as a kid, but kind of forgot about, is creating illuminated letters. You could go all out and create a word or a phrase, but I just like to focus on one letter at a time. It's fun and relatively easy when you don't have to worry about, making sure all those letters line up. And the result can be really fun or whimsical or whatever you want it to be. This is another good way to work with multiple mediums and try out different styles. Since there are now officially 2 videos in this series, I've created a playlist for all my sketchbook idea videos, so if you enjoy this, you can find my other videos in the series by clicking the playlist link here on the end screen, or you can find it linked in the video description. Also, be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed, because I do plan on making more of these in the future. Thank you so much for watching and take care.